You hear stories like this all of the time, right? A 73-year-old woman loses 100,000 baht to some online scam. But what if we could actually see where the money went? Well, today we're going to do just that. Using actual police investigation documents, we're going to trace every single step of that 100,000 baht, from a simple bank transfer all the way into a dark, anonymous corner of the crypto world. Let's follow the money.
So how does it start? Well, it starts with a promise that is just so hard to resist. Guaranteed profits by buying stocks before the market opens. I mean, who wouldn't want that? This was the bait, just sitting there on Facebook. It's a classic hook, right? It's perfectly designed to pull you in with this dream of some inside edge, of making easy money.
And for our victim, a 73-year-old woman named Nang Chalam, it worked. She believed it. So on December 3rd, 2023, she transferred her 100,000 baht, hoping for that big return. But instead, poof, it just vanished. So that's the big question we're trying to answer here. Where did her money actually go?
Okay, so to find the money, we have to start by understanding the trap itself. It wasn't just a simple request for cash. No, this all started with a really believable story, something designed to build trust long before they asked for a single baht.
So here's the play-by-play. Nang Chalam sees a Facebook ad. It leads her to a Line group chat. And who's running the show? A guy calling himself Dr. Yothin, who says he's this big-shot stock expert from the US. He and his secretary work on her, they build this relationship, they surround her with what looks like a whole community of other successful investors, and only then, after all that trust is built, do they convince her to make that 100,000 baht transfer.
The second that transfer was made, the clock starts ticking. So now we follow the money's first few steps, while it's still moving through the normal banking system. At this point, the trail is actually visible, if you know where to look.
The laundering starts almost immediately. I mean, look at this. At 9:42 p.m., Nang Chalam sends her money to a corporate account for a company called Orbis International. But it doesn't sit there for long. Just 12 minutes later, that account sends out a larger amount, 142,000 baht, mixing her money in with other funds to a personal bank account. And that jump from a corporate to a personal account, that is the first critical step to blurring the trail.
And get this, that first corporate account wasn't just for her. The police investigation found that in just 1 month, this single account processed a staggering 97.4 million baht. Just let that sink in. This wasn't some small-time thing. Nang Chalam's 100,000 baht was just a drop in a massive, massive ocean of dirty cash.
And right here, this is where the trail takes a massive turn. The money is about to leap from the world of traceable bank accounts right into the crypto maze. This is the exact moment that physical cash disappears and just becomes code, making the path to recovery, well, incredibly difficult.
Now, to understand this jump, you really only need to know about one thing: USDT, or Tether. Just think of it as a digital dollar. It's a type of crypto called a stablecoin, which just means its value is always tied to the US dollar. So for criminals, this thing is perfect. It lets them move money all over the world in seconds without having to worry about the crazy price swings you see with Bitcoin.
And here it is. This is the moment of conversion. At 10:01 p.m. that same night, the 142,000 baht is used on the crypto exchange Binance to buy exactly 3,923.73 USDT. In that one transaction, the money has completely vanished from the Thai banking system. It's now a global digital currency. And just like that, the cash is now crypto. The trail, it's about to go completely dark. In just a few minutes, the money has been transformed into a digital asset that can cross any border instantly and anonymously.
So where did the USDT go? To its new home, this anonymous crypto wallet. All the police have is this address, a long, totally random string of letters and numbers. Just 4 minutes after it was bought, the money was here. There's no name, no bank, no country attached to this. It's just an address in the digital void. But listen, these transfers don't just happen on their own. Who were the people on the ground actually making all this possible? This brings us to what's known as the mule account web, this whole human network that criminals pay to help them stay hidden in the shadows. The police investigation actually put names to the first 2 links in this chain. First, a Malaysian national named Nurhanisa binti Rahman. She's the one who opened the corporate account for Orbis. The money was then sent from her account to Chanu Inakul, a Thai national. It was his personal bank account and his crypto exchange account that were used to turn the baht into USDT. They were the first 2 critical players.
And the service these people provide? It's got a name. It's called a mule account, or banchi ma as they say in Thai. It's basically any bank or crypto account that someone opens, usually for a small fee, that criminals then use to move their money around. The person who opens it might not even know the full story, but they are the essential grease that makes this whole criminal machine work.
And the amount of money these mules were handling, it's just breathtaking. In 1 month, Nurhanisa's corporate account moved almost 97.5 million baht. Chanu's account, the very next link in the chain, handled over 16.6 million baht in that same time. These weren't just bank accounts. They were a fire hose for stolen money.
Okay, so let's zoom out a little bit. Let's look at the anatomy of this entire modern scam, the big picture, and, the tough questions that are still hanging in the air.
So this is it. This is the modern criminal playbook laid out for us. Step 1, lure the victim with a story that feels real. 2, funnel the cash into a corporate mule account so it looks legit. 3, immediately hop it to a second personal mule account. 4, convert the cash into a stablecoin like USDT. 5, send that crypto to a totally anonymous wallet. And from there, as the police report shows, it just gets hopped again and again through dozens more wallets until the trail is completely gone.
So what happened after our victim's money landed in that first anonymous wallet? Well, the investigation followed it. And in less than 5 months, that single wallet, the very first anonymous stop on the line, processed over 13.1 million USDT. That's over 13.1 million US dollars. It's just an insane amount of money laundered through one single address.
And that brings us to the final, really frustrating question. The police have names, they have bank accounts, they even have home addresses for the low-level mules. They have all this data. So why are the masterminds, the Dr. Yothans of the world, still just shadows, totally free to just start this whole scam over again tomorrow? It really makes you wonder, how do you even begin to fight crime in a world where millions of dollars can become anonymous, untraceable code in just a matter of minutes?